Hi everybody, Steve Colescott for EliteFTS.com. We're doing a video roundtable. We have some of our team members mixed in with some guests. And we're going to talk a little bit about, we have people from a variety of sports, mostly powerlifting. We have some from the bodybuilding world, some that do figure, some that do strongman. The question here is, what do they love about their sport? What would they like to change? And what type of change would make it more popular?
Well, they're very similar, just because, like everyone has said, is the community. Everybody's so supportive. Everybody's cheering each other on, even if they've never, met one another. Also, like, just to be encouraging, I have had people, like, see me lift in the gym, and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, powerlifting. Oh, I can never do that. And I was like, well, yes, you can. I mean, anybody can do it. So, like everybody's mentioned, at any age, non-experienced, going in. We should definitely be encouraging with one another. If they have questions, I think we should answer them and support them and not dismiss them. Even if they're stupid questions, they want to feel a part of something. So that's great. And I think, especially Elite FTS, we have that going on. As far as negative, different federations, different programmings, different, methods that people use, I don't think anybody's better than one another. It's whatever works for you. We're here to do the same thing, to achieve the same thing. So that is probably like the negative thing that I see around that. People think that they're better than others. As far as making it more popular, I think we're going in the right direction. When I first started powerlifting, I usually was the only girl with Jen at the meets.
I'm not a girl
so
anymore.
Yeah, you're not a girl. But now, now the sport is growing, and I see like 20, 30 girls competing, and it's making it more a competitive environment, and, I love seeing that. Sorry.
Anna?
The thing that I've always loved, and I've been competing for almost 10 years, and I feel like every time I go to a meet, I'm competing with strong women, not against strong women. And that might be in part just due to my perception, but that's the way I've always felt. I've always been supported. It's really, I feel like there's a lot of focus on me. I'm so great. I've got this record. I've got that record. Don't live on through a record. Live on through your actions. Be the person, be the change that you want to see in the sport. Once you're gone in 10 years, I've got the all-time this record. Well, now somebody else has it. And 10 years from now, no one's going to remember you. They're not going to remember your record. They better remember, she took the time to talk to me, and because of her, I have the All-American record now. That is what I really aspire to be in this sport, because for a lot of people, I'm still a nobody. And I'm where I am now because Dave Tate gave me a chance. And if one person does what I do because of the things that I've done, I would consider myself a raging success. And inspiring and motivating other women to do this sport, that is how we get somewhere. That is how the sport grows. That's how you become more popular, is because you inspire others to do through your actions. And records are awesome, and that might be what motivates some people. And that's the reason we have records, is to set goals for other people. And that's great. But by the same token, you want to be what drives other people. You want to motivate and inspire them, not stomp them down. I'm so much better than you. Well, guess what? Now there's a new federation, and they've made their own rules, and they have all-time records. So really, what does that matter in the large scheme of things? So live on through your actions. And I feel like that's something that Elite FTS has really done consistently, is coached and given of themselves and motivated and supported. And we've got some of the strongest athletes in the world. And one of the reasons why I'm so proud to be on this team is the comment that Julia made earlier. Anybody has access to this knowledge. All of the knowledge and the success and the trial and tribulations and the trial and error that we've gone through, we are open and available to anyone that wants to write in and have their form critiqued, or have a question for us on on percentages or weights or depth or just anything. And I feel like, and being communication oriented with a degree in that, I feel like one of the reasons that we're not as popular is because we just haven't found the right way to capitalize on mainstream media. What we need is one mainstream company to pick us up and to publicize what we're doing, because there are a vast majority of people that have no idea what we do. and they assume that it's something different because we're not mainstream enough. And even though we don't necessarily want to be, cookie cutter, mainstream, I feel like if we were to be marketed in the correct way by the correct media and publicity outlet, we would legitimately have a chance at becoming very, very common, very accessible to a lot of people that ordinarily wouldn't think about powerlifting. So I feel like we really, as a sport, should maybe, because there's a lot of influential people in powerlifting, and I feel like we have the potential for those people to shed light on us in such a way that a media outlet would pick us up. And all you would have to have is one competition for people to say, that looks awesome. And then it's all history from there.